Hello everyone, welcome to the course. We'll start exactly at 7 p.m. So hello everyone, uh, welcome to the course Joy of Computing using Python. So basically, I am Baban Gain from IIT Patna and I am a PhD student of fourth year. So I'll basically discuss some MCQ questions, some like maybe coding assignments not in this week, from the next week. And basically, anytime you have any question, please like raise your hand in that meeting because actually there are more than 100 students today. So usually I want to allow like mute by default, but actually since there are too many students, so please ask and I'll unmute myself and then you can ask any doubts. Also, you can write anything in the chat. Let me quickly answer a question till when we can apply for the exam. So let me just check once. Uh, this is the course and I think it is August 14. You can register for exam till August 14. Uh, and also for exams, both assignment marks and exam marks both are considered. So please attend the assignments, please solve the assignments, and those will be also be weighted. And we need to pass both the assignment as well as exam to qualify. Okay, then I have some raised hands. Let me check here. Okay, Shivansh, I have allowed your microphone. Please ask for it. Yeah, you will get the recording of the session. So basically, let me show you. Here we have the course, right? Here you can go to problem solving session and click on this problem solving session recording. Right now it is empty because this is the first session, but maybe like by today only, by tonight, you'll have some link here and also a Google Drive folder where I'll upload the slides and like the link for the YouTube link for the recording today. Okay, watching the videos are not compulsory. You can attend the assignments and then write the exams if you are very confident and comfortable with that. Uh, Course started earlier actually, I think course started from 20th and already videos are posted for 2 weeks and assignments are also provided for 2 weeks. I think the deadline is 5th August, 5th or 6th. Okay, so let me continue. Yeah. Yeah, watching the videos is not compulsory actually. If you can attempt the exams and attend the uh, assignments, that is fine. Okay, so actually all the videos are already available. So week 1, week 2. So you can just watch the videos. I'm talking to Anjali, so you can watch the videos. It is not an issue if you join later. But make sure to like attend the assignments and submit it by like at the deadline. All the assignments have some weightage in the final score. Yeah. So okay, so let me just briefly go through the assignment page here. So basically in week 1, if you go here, at the end, there is a assignment 1. Okay, so I'll not give you the solution now, but they have some questions. You have to select there are some MCQ questions. You have to select the answers. And after selecting all the answers, you have to click on submit. Okay, so you will not could get the score right now. So it is due at 5th August. Okay, so after the deadline, you will get the scores, how much you have scored in this assignment. Similarly, for week 2, there are multiple assignments. One is like a quiz, just like MCQs. But there is also programming assignment. So you have to write a Python code here, and then you have to submit the code. You have to click on submit. If you click compile and run, that is not sufficient. That will actually run through these test cases only, but this will not submit the code. So at first you code whatever you want to code, and then you check with compile and run, and then you submit. Like only if you submit, then only it will be evaluated after the deadline. Okay, so next query. Let me handle the queries first, then I will discuss the sample questions and other stuff. Okay, so in exam, all the things will be there: MCQ, MSQ, and MSQ. I'm not sure right now, depending upon the assignment. So basically, in exams, the patterns are quite similar to the whatever questions and types you're seeing in the assignment. Okay, so if you prepare well for the assignment, you will get you can score well in exams as well. So yeah, programs will also be there. MCQ will also be there. MSQ, yet I'm not sure right now, but it might be there. Partha Sarkar, I don't know, like, are you talking about exams or I don't know actually. If you can if you can join the course here, if you can see the portal, I think it is not an issue. You have joined successfully. This is not exactly a doubt session. Like I will also solve some question answers like from previous year assignments and also some other sample practice problems. So it is not compulsory to attend this session. But if you have any, it will help you to clarify all your all the concepts. Okay, Rajesh Kumar, like if you have any doubts on specific topic, you can like ask here. I'm there to help here. Assignment is given. Is there any assignment given in week one? Yes, assignments are given actually. Like if you go to this course, C26 CS on 36. So here, at first there is some NPTEL videos. Then in week one at the end, you have the like assignment, and week two also you have assignment. We have a MCQ assignment and then 3 coding assignments. So you have to solve all of them actually. Okay, so I think if you, I'm talking to Kabir. So if you add a print statement, all right, so at the end there will be slash n. So that is not really a problem here actually. So if the outputs are actually matching, then you will get a response like accepted answer or correct answer. But if there is like issued slash n, so you will get something like presentation error. Okay, so presentation error is also fine. Like I assume that it is correct actually. It is not an issue. You will get full marks for that. Yeah, you can use any like IDE, but ultimately you have to submit the code here. Okay, so that you keep in mind. Yeah, this meeting is only about this course. Week two assignment is also, I think submission deadline is 6th August. Let me just check it once. Yeah, the assignment is okay. Sorry, as the submission deadline is 5th August, and coding those submission deadlines are 6th August. These sessions are conducted weekly, like every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We are not going to learn any new concept in this session. So this is basically a problem solving session. Whatever sir has covered in the video lectures, I'll just give a revision of these concepts and ask some questions and like show some interactions live coding, those kind of stuff. Yeah, so presentation it is actually fine. You can ignore that. You'll get full marks if the outputs are matching actually. Okay. Yeah, meeting recording will be shared. You can check it here. Go through this problem solving session, July 2026. Click here and click here. Then I'll upload a YouTube link and a Google Drive folder for the presentation. Costa, actually, I am not allowed to comment on the latest questions. Like if you have any doubt in understanding the question, you can give me the question number. I can explain the question, but I'm not supposed to give you the answer. Okay. So you can write in the chat or you can unmute. Okay, let me take some doubts from microphone as well. So Lokesh, you can, I have allowed you, so you can talk actually. You can unmute and talk. Chandel Balaji, I have allowed your microphone as well. Like, if you have any doubt and you want to ask with your microphone, you can. Shahil Shah, same, I have allowed you as well. Udit Vijay, I have allowed you. And Jagannath Reddy, I have also
Excuse me,
allowed you.
sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, actually, for week 2 assignment, when is the last date for submission, sir?
For assignment.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So assignment 1 submission deadline is 5th August, and assignment 1 and 2 both deadlines are 6th August. And for coding assignment, it is sorry, for assignment, both assignment, it is like 5th August, and for the coding assignment, it is 6th August.
It is August of 6th, right?
For MCQ questions, it is 5th August, not 6th. For coding, it is 6th.
Okay, sir. Because today I have received an email that tomorrow is the last date for assignment, sir. Actually,
No, actually, and that is. Have
but
anyone
now,
else received this assignment? It should not be the case.
oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh. Doubts. Okay, so exam format, I'm repeating some questions here. So exam format will be similar to the assignments only. It will be like some coding questions will be there, some MCQ question, and maybe some multiple set question, and maybe some numerical questions as well, like fill in the blanks. Like suppose they will give a program and you have to predict the output and you have to write a number or something like that. So if you follow the assignment, the questions will be kind of similar to that only. If your code is correct, I'm not sure. Like maybe it is because the formatting is incorrect. Maybe like suppose uh, there are multiple spaces in between. Like not only answer has to be correct, formatting has to be correct. Okay, so you can check that. Otherwise, like I can, if you share the code at the end of the session, not right now, and then I can look at your code and I can give you some hint. But yeah, I'll not solve the problem. Okay, so yeah, slash in and presentation error is not a problem. Okay, so
Hello.
you'll get
Hel-
marks for that.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I'm Lokesh. So
Yeah.
what I'm facing the problem is I've taken 2 or 3 NPTEL courses. So I
Mhm.
cannot write everything what you teach in the thing. It takes consumes a lot of time. Could you provide a
Mhm.
compiled PPT so that it will be easy for us to refer while seeing the videos?
Uh, that I have to check. Actually, I don't have the. It will be with sir only, like the course instructor.
Yeah, because it will
One thing
be
you can do
it
is
will
that.
be very time consuming to write. Okay. Will be very time
Yeah.
consuming, and we are faculties, we will be having some college work also. That is the problem. I have taken 2 NPTEL course. In both the case,
Okay.
I have to write the things. So it's time consuming. I have to do my college work also.
I actually don't have a solution for that. Like you can refer to the text transcript. But one thing you can do is that in the forum, like Q&A, you can ask for the slides. So NPTEL admin might handle that thing. Like it is not in my capacity to arrange that actually.
No, you can convey it to Iyengar, sir.
Yeah, actually, I am not really connected with Angus sir, totally.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
I also watch his videos and I just.
okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, actually, your voice is breaking. Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I have some doubts about the payment of the exam, sir. When did the last date for the exam payment, sir?
I think it is same. I think 14th August.
Before 14th August only, I need to try it, sir.
What?
I have some issues regarding to the payments.
Okay, so you can write it all these things in Q&A and like NPTEL admin will handle it. Okay. So okay, I will come to other doubts later on. Let me start the session. So at first I will start with Scratch. So Scratch is basically whatever you have seen in the video, right? So there we have some website and there we can write some logic. So this problem, let me go step by step. So this is basically a problem from previous year's assignment. And yes, the picture quality is not great, but anyway, I will replicate this algorithm in the Scratch very soon. So basically, let me go through the questions first. Rohan is learning how to build a simple games using the Scratch editor. So Scratch editor, I hope you were aware, but let me open it right now. And I would recommend everyone to kind of follow along. So you can also understand everything here. So let me go step by step. So just start just search Scratch MIT. Okay, so go to the first site, scratch.mit.edu. Here, just click on Start Creating. Okay, so there are some tutorials. Let me close that. So basically, we'll practice some algorithms, some calculations on this. So this is basically some interactive, like you can drag and drop these kind of things here step by step. So currently, we'll not be using Python. Basically, currently our main focus is that we'll just try to get the logic how to do things. So I hope you are able to follow along. If you have any problems with this, please let me know. So, okay. So this is the flowchart of this problem. So there are some it is kind of generic question only, like question statement. So we have two variables, counter and score. Okay. And there are some multiple loops, like these two are being repeated multiple times. These two are being repeated multiple times. And then finally, they're giving some answer. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me replicate this thing on Scratch, and you should also follow along. So you would know how to drag and drop these kind of things in Scratch. So at first we have, let me close this ones. Okay. So at first, the first thing is that we'll have when print started, when flag clicked. So this is a common starting point for everything. So suppose I am saying to the Scratch that initially don't do anything, but when we click this button, then follow some sequence of actions. All right. So let me check that. Okay. So this one, click this one and drag and drop to here. So I'm saying that whenever someone or I am clicking this button, I want it to do few things. Okay, what are the things? First, set counter to 0 and set score to 20. So counter and score are basically variables, right? So what you have to do is that you scroll to the bottom, okay, and then click here, make a variable. What are the variables? One is score, another one is counter, right? Make a variable, counter, and it is like for all sprites, right? So these two are the variables we have. Now, next step is that set counter to 0 and set score to 20. So here we have to find something called set. So, okay, set counter to 0. I'm copying it here. and then what? Set score to 20, I guess. Yep. Set, there is a drop down, so I'll click on score and I'll click 0, edit it to 20. I'll take it here. Oh, sorry, it should be score to 20. All right. So this part is done. Then I will repeat some actions on a loop. So one by one, I will 5 times I'll repeat counter, adding counter by 1 and adding score by 4. Okay, so again, let me check the block for repeat. Repeat how many times I want? 5 times. Just a minute, let me check the chat first. Okay, just a clarification. There is no negative marking, at least in the assignment. I will confirm about the exams later on. Okay, so let me continue. So repeat 5 times. How many? What do we have to do there? So okay, if someone is raising their hands, if it is related to these questions, then please talk right now. I have unmuted, and otherwise, like we can discuss after discussing this question. Okay, so let me continue. So repeat 5 times. What do we have to do is that change counter by 1. So in this case, change means actually add. Okay. So if you want to subtract, you have to say it like change counter by -1. Okay. So change is by default, it is add. So change, where is change? Let me check. I hope you are able to follow along with me. So there are many options here. So it might be difficult to find out, but yeah, take your time and try. Yeah, I got change. So change, sorry, not this one. I think, yeah, variable. Here we have the change option. So change counter by 1, I am keeping it inside the repeat. Okay. And then we have to do what? Change score by 5. I think so. Change score by 4. I am dragging and dropping it here. Okay, so everything within the repeat statement is done. Next we have is another repeat statement with 3 times. So control repeat, here we have 3 and taking it here. And so remember that, okay, don't put it inside this. So it will be like, a repeat within a repeat, and that is not what we want in the question. So it is like repeat should be after that. It is after that, right? So change counter by 1 and change score by -6. Let me do it again. Change counter by -1. Sorry, change counter by 1. That was one. I can also do it here, not a problem. And change score by -6. Okay, so these 2 loops are done. And finally, we have something, say score for 2 seconds. So say is here. Okay, so here you can see there is a problem. What is the problem? Here I have given a variable counter score like this counter score, but here I am just writing score. So if I run this and forget about everything else, if I just run this right now, it will show score. So how to show the actual score here? I have to drag and drop these things, uh, drag and drop this code to here, but I'll come to that just in a bit. So the first question after making the sketch is that we have this program right now. So the first question here is that what will be the value of the score after first repeat loop? So this is the first repeat loop. What will be the value of score here? So please write the answer in the chat and I'll check. Okay, so first repeat loop is this one. So what will be the value of score after running this? I'll give you some time to answer. Okay, so I got many answers 40 and some options 24, 22. Okay, so uh, okay, so one thing is that I'm not asking the question that what will happen at the end of this. I am asking that what will happen after this follow. Okay, this repeat 5 after this at this point. At the end, the answers might be different. So that's the different thing. So correct answer is 40, and the reason is that we have we have set the score to 20. So 5 times I will repeat the add the score by 4. So 5 into 4 is 20. 20 will be added to 20. So 20 plus 20 is 40. Okay, so answer is 40. Or if you want to go even slower, so 20, first time adding 4, 24, then again adding 24 is 28, then again 32, 36, 40. So 5 times it is done. So after end of this, the answer will be 40. Okay, so this was one of the questions of the previous semester's assignment. Okay. Next question: what will be the final value of the counter after it has finished the execution? Sorry, actually. So note that I'm asking about counter and not about score. So keep that in mind. 22 is not a correct option here. So I am not asking about score. Okay, so after this question, I'll go to the previous questions as well, question as well, because some people have some doubts. I'll go. Okay, so let me discuss about this one first. So most of you have written 8. Few of you have written 22, but 22 is not a correct option here because 22, I'm asking about, counter. I'm not asking about the score. So basically, if you go here, I'm going here because it is more visible here. Let me zoom in. Okay. So here, basically, initially the score was 20, right? Then, and counter was 0. So let me discuss about the counter first. So what happened is that initially counter is 0. Then I am adding 1. So counter becomes 1. Then again I am adding 1. So counter becomes 2, like that. So I am adding counter by 1 5 times. So at this point, the counters become 5, right? Then again I am repeating 3 times. What am I repeating? I am adding counter by 1. So here it was 5. So next time it will become 6. Next time it will become 7. Next time it will become 8. Then it will stop here, right? So at the end, at this point, the value of the counter will be 8. Any doubts on this? Then I'll go to the previous question. But please, if you have any doubt, please. This. And any doubts about the recordings and like examinations? I will discuss after the session, maybe around 7:30 or like 8:30 also. Okay, is the messages are delayed? Let me check. Actually, it should not happen like this. Okay, I don't think there is any issue with the settings. Maybe. Okay, after the first loop, the answer is not 4. After the first loop, the answer is 5. After the second loop, the answer is 8. Okay, let me repeat this solution again. So basically, let me draw something. Let it make more simple. Okay, so we have something like this. Let me just focus on the counter first. So we have counter is equal to 20, right? And then we have repeat 5 times. What do we have to repeat? Change counter by 1. Then next repeat 3 times. We have change counter by 1. Sorry, counter is initially 0, my mistake. So what is happening is that change here means actually not change, it means actually add. Okay. I assume that is add. So repeat 5 times, add counter by 1. What does it do? So at first from 0, so let's say counter here. Let me just take another counter. Okay, counter is initially 0. Okay, so it is coming here, then here, add counter by 1. So at first iteration, it is becoming 1. Then it should be repeated 5 times, right? So in the second time, it will be again be added by 1. So in the second time, it will become 2. In the third time, it will become 3, then 4, then 5. So after 5 times, this condition is done. So it will go to next, which is repeat 3 times. So currently the counter is 5. Then at first time, it will increase it by 1. So it will become 6. Then in the next iteration, it will become like plus 1, which is 7. Then in the next iteration, it will increase by 1 again. So it will become 8. So is it more clear now? So this is basically just a simpler version of this only, because core is not really part of the question right now. My concern here is that what will be the value of the counter after the execution. So if you remove the like score part and just draw a simpler version, you can check, you can see that just I'm repeating, like adding or incrementing the counter by 1 at first 5 times, then again by 3 times. So 5 plus is 8, and so the value of the counter is 8. Okay, so let me go to the previous question before moving on. So the previous question was that we score after my screen is visible, right? Okay, so my question is that what will be the value of score? Okay, not counter. What will be the value? Am I audible? Yeah, I'm going to the first question right now. Okay, so hope it is visible. Let me know if it is not. So basically, first question is what will be the value of score at this point? Okay, forget that there is something like this. Okay, repeat 3 times. I'm not interested in this. I'm just interested what will be the value of score after we have done the execution of the repeat 5 loop. Okay, so initially the score was 20, right? So at first I have to repeat this and this, like this and this two statement 5 times. So counter, let's forget about counter, because at this question I'm not in, like we don't want the value of counter. So what will be the value of score? Initially it is 20. So at first it is increased by 4, right? So 20 becomes 24. Then again, in the second iteration, so let's just give it like this. At first it becomes 24. Okay. Second, it becomes again 4 is added, 24 plus 4 is 28. In third step, 28 plus 4 is 32. In fourth step, 32 plus 4 is 36. And in the fifth step, 36 plus 4 is 40. So at this point, the answer is 40. Is it clear now? Okay, so let me continue to the next question. So again, we have the same, same figure, but we want to ask a different question. What will be the final value of the score at the end? So let me answer that because you already kind of guessed it before. Like since in the first question was what will be the value after this, but here I'm asking what will be the value of this at the end at this point. So in that case, let's say here the value of score was 40, and I have to do minus 6 three times. So 40 minus 6 is 34, minus 6 is 28, minus 6 is 22. So after repeating score equal to score minus 6 three times, we'll get 22. So 22 is the correct option. Okay, so let me move on to the next question, which is again is with the same diagram. So how many times the change counter by one? So there are two things: change counter by one here, change counter by one here. So total, how many times they are executed? Okay, so the question is not that. Question is by one block executed. Okay, so this and this total, how many times? It is quite easy actually if you check the previous answers. So the answer here is 8 because it is getting executed 5 times. Yeah, all of you are correct, not 10. So the answer here is 8 because it is getting executed 5 times here and 3 times here. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, so last question from this figure, then we have some other problem statement. So this one. Which of the following is true about execution? So one thing is that the score is being reset before starting this. Second is that this loop will run before this loop. Third one is that the sprite says value of the score only once, so only at the end it will tell only once, it will not repeat it 3 times or 5 times or 8 times. And last option is that variable counter is updated only in one loop. So it is saying either this loop or this loop. So you can just write ABCD, like ABCD. Okay, so most of you have written C, third option. So that is correct because if you go look at all those things here, it is obvious that we have not written any command to kind of, like reset the score to 20 or any other number. So it will not be reset. Second loop will not run before first loop because it will like follow the sequence. So first loop will run first, then the second loop. Then sprite says the value of the score only once. So that is true because you see it is not within any loop. So only once it will get executed. And variable counter is updated in only one loop. That is also false because see counter is updated here. Counter is updated here as well. All right. So the correct option is C. But let me go to the scratch again. So let me execute the program. Okay. This is for execution. So you see it is saying score. Okay. It is not saying the score is 22. So how to change that? I can just take the counter. Sorry, check the score here and drag and drop it to score. Okay. So if I write this and run it again, it is giving the actual score. All right. So this is how you design. So please feel free to play around with this. This is quite interactive. Like Scratch, you should try to solve different problems in Scratch. Just drag and drop things from left panel to right panel and then click on run. Okay, so another problem I'll discuss about a similar thing only. Okay, so don't worry too much about this text. It is not required. So one thing, just check here. Okay, can anyone tell me how many number of variables are there? Forget about this question first. How many number of variables are there totally in this block? Okay, yeah, three variables are there, and it is easily identifiable from here. So set scope to 12, set counter to 0, set bonus to 0. So these three are the variables. Okay. So if it is like, if you can clearly see this, then I will not draw. Otherwise, I can also draw this again on the scratch. Let me know if it is clear. Otherwise, I will do this. So if it is clear, what will be the final value of counter after it has been executed? All the executions are done. Actually, you know what, like since there are multiple blocks and multiple things, let me just uh, draw it on the scratch only. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to render. So there are three variables: core, counter, and bonus. Right. So let me just start from new. Okay. So variables, we need score, we need counter, we need bonus. Okay, then we have to go to the start. And then I have to set these things. What are the values? Let me check. Score to 0, score to 12, and rest of the 2 to 0. Okay, so let me go to the score. Set score to 12. Okay, and counter to 0, bonus to 0. So all these are not Python. It is just like some interactive tool to like implement some algorithm. Python will start from the week 2, which I'll discuss in next week. So these three are set. Then I'm saying we have a loop. I have to repeat something 6 times. So repeat 6 times. Within repeat, what do we have? We have change score by 5 and change counter by 1. So change score by 5, change counter by 1. Okay, this is also done. Then we have some if statement. If counter modulo 2 is equal to 0, then okay, so let me go here. Here we have this. Do we need if or if else? See, there is if and there is else. So let me take both. Here we have if else statement here. Let me take this here. So if condition here is that, if condition here is that so here let me just copy this here. Okay, so what are the conditions? Counter modulo 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so if let me check the counter. Just wait a minute. Okay, for some reason I am unable to write anything there. Let me just write it in some text box or something. Okay, I'll take a screenshot maybe after that and I'll write. Is this visible to you? Like, is it properly visible? Let me also give it a full screen. Yeah, let me have it as full screen. So the question is that what will be the value of counter after all the executions are done? We have a for loop, like not really for loop, it is like just a loop. And we have like at some point we are increasing counter or not. Let me check. Okay. So we are not really changing any counter anywhere, right? I don't think I'm doing like change counter by anything anywhere except from here, right? So after the program has been executed, what will be the value of the counter? So if it is less visible or like broad, let me just go through the variables here. It is saying set score to 12, set counter to 0, set bonus to 0. Then I'm starting a loop, repeat 6 times. And within that, I'm saying change score by 5. Change score means add score by 5. Then change counter by 1, which is add counter by 1. Then if counter modulo 2 is equal to 0, then change bonus by 3, else change bonus by 1. Okay. Then after this if else statement, we have change score by bonus. Okay, so whatever bonus we have got here, we have to add it to the score, final score. Then if score is greater than 50 or score is equal to 50, so it is like if score is greater than or equal to 50, then say excellent. Else if it is greater than 40, then say that level cleared. Otherwise, say that try again. Let me just go to the scratch again. Okay, so here what we have module operator, counter modulo 2 equal to 0. Let me just try to run it again. Okay. At first, we have to take the equal to operator, like counter mode to equal to 0. If you check here, uh, at the outer side, we have equal to, and then within that, we have counter mode 2, right? So let me just find a equal to something. This is okay. This one I think we can copy. Yep. If counter here, I have to give another condition. Something mod something is okay. Here I can give the variable. Yeah, it is working now. Counter mod. So to keep the counter here, modulo 2 is equal to 0. Then change bonus by 3. Change bonus by 3. Okay, we should have taken if else, not if. Mistake. Let me take it again. Control if else. Let me copy here. Okay. Then we have to, in the operators, we have to take equal to. Right, and there we have to take modulo, and I think the variable here is counter. So counter modulo 2, if it is equal to 0, then I have to do what? I have to change bonus by 3. Change bonus by 3. Otherwise, I have to change bonus by 1. All right, so this part is done. Then what else is there? We have outside of this loop, okay? This is like change score by bonus. Change score by not 1. Let me copy change score by bonus. Okay. Then again we have some if and we have some or condition. If else, within that we have an or condition. So let me keep it again. Control if else, and within the here we have to take or. Then what are the conditions? Score is greater than 50 or score is equal to 50. So one is here. Yeah. I have to put it within this small box. Yeah, I am unable to paste it here. It is supposed to be pasted within the box, not here. Yep. Here I have to give the score. Score is greater than, should be greater than, I think. Yeah, it should be greater than. Not this one. And something equal to 40. So here. Okay, so basically the conditions are score is greater than equal to greater than or score is equal to 50. Okay, so in this case, what do we have to do? We have to say excellent for 2 seconds. Say okay. Then in the else we have another condition. Within else we have another. Okay, and within that we have some condition. So within else we have some another if else condition. So let me again take another if else here. If else, and this should be not below, this should be within the if else, right? Then what are the conditions? Score is greater than 40 and score is equal to 40. So at first, or I have to take operators. So here I have to equal to 40 and here it is 40 and I have to give score here. Score is greater than 50. Score is greater than 40 or equal to 40. Then we'll say level cleared. Okay. Again, let me take this level cleared. Here in the else we have try again. So just say try again and here. Okay, so after something we got the full thing, let me okay, so I hope it is much more clear than before. So yeah, then what is the answer of this question? What will be the value of the counter after we have finished the execution? Yashbanti, actually, I will try to debug the problem like around 8:30 or so after we have done discussing the problems. Okay, so what is the solution? Many of you have written the answer is 6, and which is correct because only place we are changing the counter is within this change counter by 1, and that is being repeated 6 times. The answer will be 6. Okay, so next question. what will be the value of score immediately after the repeat loop ends? So a repeat loop ends here, okay? So at this point, what will be the value of score? Okay, multiple answers. Some are saying 23, 32, 42, 30, 54, 30. Okay, so one thing is that here initially the score was 12, then I am adding 5 6 times. So 6 into 5 is 30. So I'm adding 30 here plus 12 is 42. So the answer here is 42. Okay, so I'm not asking about like adding score or something anywhere this. Just end of this repeat statement. This is after repeat statement. All right, so this should not be considered until this point, end of the repeat statement. Only 30 will be added. So 30 plus 12 is 42. 42 is the correct option. Okay, then next question. What will be the final value of bonus after the loop completes? So same question only, but instead of score, I am asking about the I am asking about bonus at this point. I don't don't consider these statements. Up till this point, what will be the value of bonus? Okay, I got the answer 12. Yeah. So the answer is 12, and let me discuss how very briefly. So basically, initially the bonus is 0, and here the counter is 1. Like counter, it is getting incremented. So from counter equal to 0, counter is becoming 1. And then I am asking that if counter mod 2 is equal to 0. So counter is 1, 1 modulo 2. So 1 modulo 2 is like if you divide 1 divided by 2, and what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 1, right? So it is not equal to 0. So it will not go within this loop, it will come here. So bonus will be added by 1. So now the bonus is 1, okay, and counter is also 1 at this point. Now in the second step here, counter is again getting added by 1. So counter is 2, and counter modulo 2. So counter modulo 2 is, it is divisible by 2, right? 2 is divisible by 2. So it will be 0. So then bonus is equal to bonus will be added by 3 point. Okay. So bonus will be added. So 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay. So then again, counter will become 3. 3 is not divisible by 2. So it is like it will incremented by 1. It will become 5. Then again, in the next step, it will become 4. 4 is divisible by 0. 4 is divisible by 2. So it will be incremented by 3. So at this point, it will become 8. In the next step, counter is 5. 5 is like 5 modulo 2 is 1. So this statement is false. It will come here. 1 will be added 9, and then at the final step, because we are repeating it 6 times, at counter equal to 6. Counter model 2 is yes 0 because it is divisible. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So 12 is the correct answer here. Any doubts on this? Yeah, all of you are correct on this one. Let me reset the values here again. Let me go to the next question. What is the final value of score after the bonus is added? So I am asking that you had added bonus till this point. Okay. You have added score till here. So score was, I think, 42 and bonus was 12. As far as I remember. Yes. So then what the question is saying is that change score by bonus. So after this point, what will be the value? What will be the value of the score? Yeah, it is pretty simple. Like just we have to add 42 plus 12. So it is 54. Okay. So let me go to the next question. Okay, so what will the sprite? Sprite means actually this cat actually. This one. So what will it say after I execute the code? Okay. So at the end, which one will get executed? Excellent, level clear, try anything, or none of them will get executed. What will be the text which is like written by this cat head? Yeah, the answer here is excellent because it is greater than 50. So this part is true. In or statement, what happens is that even if only one of them is true, then it is considered true. So since this part is true, score is greater than 50 because here we have calculated score is 54. So 54 is greater than 50. So I'll say excellent. So let me just run this code and verify. Yeah, it is saying excellent. So this question is done. Okay, so again, this is somewhat smaller question, but let me just write it again because quality is very poor there. When flag is clicked, we have to set battery and cycles, battery to 50 and cycles to 0. So let me create two variables, battery and cycles. From battery to 50, cycles to 0. Then next question, repeat until, then we have some condition. Repeat until, then we have some or condition. Okay, so control repeat until, within that we have some or condition, or is here. Okay, what are the conditions? Battery less than 10 and battery equal to 10. Okay, so less than here and equal to here. less than 10 or equal to 10. And the variable name is battery in this case. Battery, so battery. Okay. Then what we have to do on loop? Change battery by -8, change cycles by 1. Change battery by 8. Sorry, battery by -8. -8. Change cycles by okay, and finally say recharge needed. Say okay. So this is the block. Now the question is that what will be the final value of battery when this all the loop has stopped? So remember this condition, it will like will go here again and again and again until this is like false. Is my screen visible? Any issue with screen? Uh, okay, I got answers like 5, I got answers like 10. Okay, cycle will run 5 times, that is fine. But the question here is that what will be the value of the like battery? Okay, let me assume it. Yeah, the answer is actually 10. You are correct. So basically what happens is that initially it is 50. Now it will check if the battery is, if it is less than 10, the answer is no, because 50 is greater. So this is false. And also it is also false. It's not like 50 is not equal to 10. So both are false. So until at least this statement is true, it will like go on within this loop. So initially it was 50, right? And cycles was 0. So at first what will happen? Now it will become 42 and cycles will become 1, right? In the next step again, it is not less than 10. So, and it is also not equal to 10. So again, it will get decreased by 8. So it will be like 34 and cycles will be 2. Next step again, it will get like decremented by 8. So it is like 26 and cycle will be 3. Then again, it is 18 and the cycle will be 4. And 10 cycle is 5. So at this point, what will happen is that battery is equal to 10. So even though this part is false, battery is equal to 10. So this part is true. So this, since this is an OR statement, even if only one of them is true, it is considered true, right? So now this has become true, then it will not repeat, it will come here and it will say recharge needed. Okay, so the correct option here is 10. Then the next question, how many times will the loop execute? It is clear from the description I have showed that it will run 5 times. So the answer is 5. What will be the final value of cycles after the program finishes? So that question answer is also quite obvious because we are running it on a loop. Yeah, here also the answer is 5. Okay. So because this loop is running 5 times and we are implementing it by 1 each time, so it will become 5. Which statement about the repeat until block is true? So forget about this one. You can also just answer based on the options. So first option is that the loop will always run at least once. So even the what it is saying is that even if this option is false, even in that case, it will run at least once. So is it true or not? The loop checks the condition after executing the body. So here it is saying that it will execute this one, then check this one. Execute again this, then check this. Is that true? The loop behave exactly like repeat 10 times. So basically what I have shown in the previous slide, repeat 5 times, repeat 6 times. So this loop behave exactly like that. Is that true? The loop stops immediately if the condition is already true. So suppose initially it is like this condition is true. So it will not go even once. So that's what this statement is saying. So only one of the statement is correct. So which one is this? Umesh, sir, I have allowed your microphone. You can unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, and let me explain this. So basically, the question is about like what is true about the repeat until statement. So in repeat until statement, what happens is that like it first checks if the condition is like true. If it is true, it exists, exit. Otherwise, what happens is that if it is false, then it will execute these two code. Okay, then again check. Again, if it is false, again it will execute like this. It will continue. Anytime when this statement becomes true, it will exit. All right. So based on that, there are some like this is the MCQ question that the loop will always run at least once. And the answer here is actually not true because see, let's say initially the battery is 10. Okay. So it will exit at the first try only. It will not run once. It will not go there at all. Okay. So this part is false. Then second is loop checks condition after executing the body. So it is saying that it will execute this one first and then it will check this. So that is clearly false because see, this condition will be checked first, green part, then the next part will be like considered. Like if it is only false, then only it will come here. So this is also false. Then third option is that the loop behave exactly like repeat intent. So just in the previous questions, let me go there. Yeah, repeat 5 times, repeat 3 times. So the problem here, like no matter of any like conditions, it will run 5 times, right? But in our case, in this current scenario, that is not really the true. Like that is not the case. Like it can run 0 times, it can run forever, right? Depending on the condition. So they are not exactly the same. So this is also false. And the loop stops immediately if the condition is already true. Like initially, let's say instead of battery is equal to 50, initially let's say battery is equal to 5. So what will happen? battery, so 5 is less than 10, it is true. So if it is true, it will not go here at all. It will come directly here. So fourth condition is true. How the repeat until is created in Scratch? Let me go there. Okay, let me get this. Very quickly, I'll show few things. Let me take two variables, or maybe one variable. Counter, set counter to 0. Then you have to go to the controls. You have to check the repeat until. Okay, and you can like observe by shape, like it is like kind of hexagonal shape. So in the operator, you have to give something which is like hexagonal. So either you can give this, or this, or like even this. Okay. So here, let's say counter something greater than 50 until, like I'm saying that until you just have to take it from here, greater than 50. Okay. And let's say counter, I'm keeping it like this. So I'm saying counter until counter is greater than 50, repeat something. So let me just repeat something, maybe change counter by 1. Okay. So change counter by 1. Okay. So this is how you use repeat until loop. This is a very simplistic example. So let's see. Whenever I executed it, it is like it went till 50. As soon as it went to 51, and this condition become false, and like it stopped the execution. Okay, so let me move on. And okay, so this is the last question about this previous program only. What will be the message that will be printed by the Scratch? So the battery at this point is equal to 10 and cycle is equal to 50. So what it will say? This condition is true. So after this, it will say recharge needed. So like it is just asking the whoever is using the mobile to recharge the mobile or charge the mobile. Okay, so it will say recharge needed. Any doubts till this? Sorry if anyone is unable to see the screen properly. The recordings will be available like today only. I'll upload the recordings and it will be available here. Like you can go to problem solving session here and then click here. It will be uploaded here. Okay. Okay, then let me move on. I have given some interesting projects you can look at here. Then let me come to some Python basics, not really very difficult things. So let's say I have two variables. Initially, I have x equal to 3 and y equal to 8. Okay. Then next, I have x equal to y and y equal to x. What will happen? What will be the value of y and x after like these statements are executed? Yeah, PPT will also be available in the same link only, like in the spreadsheet. Yeah, so in this case, the problem here is that if you write x equal to y, what will happen is that x is 3, but it will replace the value. It will override the value and x will also become 8 and y will also become 8. Okay. And like suppose let's consider this thing. Let me just draw it. It's like x is equal to 3, y is equal to 8, and then I'm writing x is equal to y is equal to x. So as soon as x equal to y, I write this will get executed, so x will become 8. Okay, x will instead of 3 it will become 8. So after at this point y equal to x, it will not become 3. It will become, now the value of x has changed to 8. No, it is not 3. So y is will also become 8 only. So in this case, both of them will be 8, not 8 and 3. So like this is the correct answer, that if you do like this, then will not get the like x equal to 8 and y equal to 3. It will get both the values as 8. Okay, then next question. We have a variable called t, and t is equal to 2, and there is a loop. 4 times we have to say same in here. Actually, we have to like print the value. Like initially, I have to say t is equal to 2, then t is equal to t. Like change the value of t to 2 squared, t into t. Okay, and repeat it 4 times. So at the end, at the fourth iteration, what will be the last value, and what will be the like what will be the value which will be set or displayed, and what will be the last value which is stored in the variable. Shivan shall come to that question after this question. Asvita, yes, you can directly solve the questions. Okay, like if you have any doubts related to these questions, then you can ask now. Otherwise, I am unmuting you. So whenever I'm going back to that question, you can ask. Okay, so answer here is C. Basically, what happens is that initially t is equal to 2, so it will print 2, and t will become 2 into 2 is 4. Okay, This is first iteration. In the second iteration, it will say 4 and it will become 4 into 4 is 16. Okay. Third iteration, it will say 16 and it will become 16 into 16 or 256. Fourth iteration, it will say 256 and it will become 256 into 256, which is 65536. So it will say 256, but when storing, it will be like t into t, which is 256 into 256, which is this value. Yeah, please unmute. Shivansh, you can unmute. Sorry, you are not audible actually. You are still not audible to me. Can you write in the chat?
Hello, am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So before this question, there was a question that initially x is equals to 3 and y equals to 8. So can you please explain that question that the value of y doesn't change?
Okay. So let me draw a diagram right now. So basically, let's say you have some, like this is not part of the examination, but I'm just showing you for your understanding. Okay. So let's say how the variables are represented actually. Like here, let's say we have some memory. Okay. And some variable is basically, let's say there is some variable called x and some other variable called y. Initially is x is equal to, let's say 3 and y is equal to 8, right? So that is what is written here. Like if you say x is equal to 3, y equal to 8. So internally what happens is that in the RAM, it will allow some memory will be allocated where there will be some like memory for variable x, some memory for variable y. And on those variables, like 3 will be stored, 8 will be stored. Okay. Now, what happens if we do x is equal to y? So here in Python, equal to is like assignment operation. Like suppose whatever value of x is there, like if in any value of x is there, if you write anything, let's say x equal to 0. Let me forget about y. If I write x equal to 0, it will simply replace the 3 with 0. Like this value will be deleted. Okay. So instead of 0, what if I do x equal to y? What will happen? 3 will be deleted and 8 will be written. 8. Okay. Now, if I have again y equal to x after this statement, what will happen? It will not copy the 3 because 3 is already gone. At this point, 3 is already gone. Okay. Now x is also 8, y is also 8. So again, what will happen? It will delete this 8 from here. Yeah, delete this 8 from here. And but what it will happen? It will copy the 8 from here to here again. So ultimately, no change at all. 8 was there, 8 will remain here only. Okay. But 3 will not be copied because at this point, 3 is already gone because x has like previous value of x has been destroyed by x equal to y. Y was 8, so here 8 also came here. And when you copy it from back from y equal to x, since x has already changed, I'm getting the latest value of x, which is 8. So in both cases, like in this case, both the values will be 8, not 3.
Thank you so much, sir.
So let me go to the next question. Okay, so we have some equation. We have x1 equal to 0 and x2 equal to 1. And what value, like it will be repeated 4 times. And after that, what will be the value of x2? So the equation here is x1 square plus x2 square, right? Let me just write it here for easy understanding. The values are x1 is 0, x2 is 0, and repeat 4 times. Y equal to x square, x1 square plus x2 square, right? X1 square plus x2 square. And then okay, x1 is equal to x2 and x2 is equal to y. And let me draw a diagram. So what are the like variables here? We have x1, x2, and y. So just go it like this. Let me say that this one is x1, this one is x2, and this one is y. And I have to repeat it 4 times, right? So initially it is 0. This is also 0. And y, I think it is not written. Okay, yeah, initially like before starting of the loop, it is 0, 0, y is not there. Okay, so first loop, second loop, third iteration, fourth iteration. Okay, so I have to check what will be the values of y at the end of the fourth loop. So any answers on this? Okay, x2 is 1, sorry. X2 is 1. And so So let me do the like first loop. Okay, this one. At this point, y is equal to x1 square plus x2 square. So what is x1 square? 0. 0 square is 0, and x2 square is 1. Like x2 is 1, so 1 square is 1 only, right? 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, 0 plus 1 is 1. After that, x1 is equal to x2. So now, what is the value of x2? X2 currently is like 1. So x1 will become 1. X1 will become 1. And then x2 is equal to y. So x2 is what? Y is equal to 1. So currently it will also become 1. So at this point, all of the values are 1. Then let me go to the next step. So every time, like we'll take the latest value. Okay, like let's say In this case, we have 1 here, 0 here, so we'll take the latest value. In the second iteration, what will happen? Y equal to x1 square plus x2 square. So x1 latest value is 1, x2 square, x2 latest value is 1, right? So 1 square plus 1 square is like 1 plus 1, 2. All right. X1 is equal to x2. So this value will come here. It is like x1. X2 is equal to y. So x2, what is the latest value of y? Latest value of y is 2. So 2 will come here. Third iteration, what will be the value of y? X1 square. So x1 currently is 1. 1 square is 1. And 2 square. 2 square is 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5. And here 2 will come here. And 5 will come here. In the final step, what will happen? X1 square is x1 is like 2. 2 square is 4. And x2 square 5. So 5 square is 25. So it is like 4 plus 25, which is 29. Okay. So the correct option here will be 29. Similarly, like others will also be changed. Like obviously, like it will come here, 5 will come here, and 29 will come here. So final value of x2 will be 29. Okay, I hope it is clear. Then let me go to some other problems. Okay, what will be the final value of C for this program? So again, if I draw the diagram like that, C is equal to 1 and I is equal to 0. And what are the variables we have? C, then we have I, and yeah, these two are the variables. Okay, and the code is repeat 4 times. Repeat I times, change C by I. Change C by I and then change I by 1. So change means here add only, okay? And so initially, what was there? Initially assume that the values are like 1 and it is 0. In the first iteration, what will happen? Repeat I times. So I here is what? 0, right? So nothing will happen here. In this part, nothing. Then this part is done. Add I by 1. So I will be incremented like I equal to I plus 1. So this will become 1. Okay. Next step. Like repeat I times. So I is here 1. So 1 time, what do I have to do? Add C by I. So C is 1 here, and I have to add C I times. I means how many times? 1 times. So 1 time have to add 1 to 1. So it is like 2 only. This is done. Then I have to add I. So it is like I will become 2. Now next time, what you have to do is that repeat I times. So right now I is equal to 2, right? So add C by 2. Add C by 2. How many times? 2 times. So 2 times I have to add 2. That means total 4. So value of this one is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. So it will become 6. And again, this will become 3. I plus 1 equal to 3. Then next time, repeat 3 times, add C by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 6 plus 9 is 15. And here I have, I add I plus 1 equal to 4. Okay, did I interchange the values? Yeah, right. Sorry. Okay, in this case, I have to repeat it. C is equal to 0, I is equal to 1. So initially it is 0, it is 1. So repeat items, add 0. So even if we add 0, ultimately it will be 0 only, right? And add 1 to I, it will become 2. In the next step, add 2 times. What do we have to add 2 times? 2. So 2 times 2 means 4. So we have to add 4 with 0. And then this will become 3. In the next step, we have to add 3 times. What do we have to add? We have to add 3. So 3 times 3. Let me just check once. Initial to was 0, 1. Okay, got it. So 3 times 3 if we add, so it will be like 3 into 3 is 19. 3 into 3 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. And here I am adding it 4. Okay. Then again in the next loop, what will happen? 4 into 4, we have to add, like, because repeat items, and every time we add 4. 4 into 4 is 16. 16 plus 13 is 29. And here it will be 5. But I think, yeah, I am missing something here. Here actually in the first loop, repeat I times means 1 time, and I have to add 1. Like I have to add I. So I have to add 1. So this will not be 0 actually. This will be, instead of 0, it will be 1. It will be 1. So it will become 5. It will become 14, and it will become 30. So 30 will be the correct option. 1, then it is like 5, 14. So this one was the value at the beginning, and this is like loop 1, loop 2, like iteration 2, iteration 3, iteration 4. Right? Okay, let me go to the next question. Yeah, this is the final questions. So if you have any doubt, I think you have some doubts in this question. Let me explain this again here. Basically, what is happening is that this is the algorithm. initially we have C is equal to 0 and I is equal to 1. Okay. So this is what I have written in this table. In the first loop, like in the first iteration, what is happening is that I'm coming here, repeat I times. So I means 1. One time what I have to repeat? Add C by 1. So C was 0. I am adding C, like adding 1 to the C. So 0 plus 1 is 1, right? So I'm writing 1 here. Add I by 1. So 1, it is becoming 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2. The next step, now I has become 2. So repeat I times. So repeat 2 times, add C by 2. So it is like 1 is there. I'm saying at first add 2. Again, another time add 2. So 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 2 again 5, right? So this is like 2 into 2. So it is like 1 was there and 2 times it is repeating, and every time I'm like adding 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. I am adding 1 plus 4 equal to 5. Then in the next step, there is 3. I have to add 3 times, and every time I have to add 3, right? So 3 into 3 is 9. So earlier 5 was there, and now I am adding 9 to that value, C. So 5 plus 9 is 14, all right? In the next step, like 4 is there. So again, I have to add 4 times, and every time I have to add 4. So 4 into 4 is 16. So 14 plus 16 is 30. So 30 is the final answer. Okay, so if you don't have any doubts on this, please feel free to ask any like exam related issues if you have, or recording related issues. Yeah, it will be available by tonight in the same link. You can go there. You can get it from here. Problem solving session, and click the link. Get the final exam will be computer based, not pen paper based. Okay, scratch link. Let me share. It is like it is computer based exam, but it is like offline. You have to go to some exam center. They will allocate the exam center, and uh, there you have to like answer the questions. Yeah, you can join the course now, but please remember that there are some assignment deadlines. So both the assignments should be completed by 5th August, and there are 3 coding assignments which also need to be completed by 6th August. It will be computer based like answer. Pen and paper answer is not there. The question will be said by like Sudarshan sir. So I'm not sure, but yeah, like one thing is for sure is that like you will not be asked to design some sketch program, okay? But I guess you might be given some sketch program and ask some MCQs or maybe some numerical answers. Okay, even if you are absent in the first week, it doesn't matter. You can go here, okay, in the week 1 and go at the bottom here, and you can find the assignments. You have to select all the options you want, then you can submit. Similarly, for week 2 as well, you have to go to the bottom. Here, you can submit the assignment, and then there are some programming questions. You have to also write the code and submit here. Shivansh, yeah, you can. Yashvanti, what is the error that you are getting? Yeah, code-based assignment. See, there are two types of assignment. One is MCQ type and another one is coding type. All of them you have to submit. So MCQ type answers, like those deadline is 5th August, and the coding assignment, that deadline is 6th August. Shivans, I have unmuted you, like I have allowed your microphone. You should be able to
I
unmute
want
yourself.
to ask you. So I wanted to ask you that when did the class start? Means it was showing off that it is going to start from 20th of July.
Yeah.
So I was not receiving any kind of link from there. So from 28th, it is being started. So is it started from 28th July?
So yeah, it started from 20th July. So it is not really like live class. Whatever videos you have seen there in the NPTEL portal, those are actually recorded videos. So they basically release a video on 20th, then some other videos, I think, few days later. Yeah, initially the videos was released on 20th.
So will we get these recordings that is being taught by you?
Yeah, you will get the recording.
Okay, because it's not audible due to the network issue or something, and it's not visible also the screen that you're sharing it off. So that's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, it will be available.
So what time it will be?
By tonight.
Thank you so much.
Presentation error is fine. If someone is getting presentation error, please don't worry. Actually, I am not the contact person who has the authority to extend any deadlines. So I would recommend if someone is requesting deadline extension, please mail it here. Like go to the Q&A and in the join the Google group, and there you mail your queries. Okay. Or even better, there should be some contact in PDL. So please write it there. Anyone solving anyone having issues with assignment? Can any one of you tell me what errors you are getting? Like maybe if you are getting, if it is passing sample test cases, but it is failing the actual test set, then it is possible that indentation error. Okay. So basically, in indentation error, okay. Let me show you something. So in Python, the issue is that there are tab and space. So suppose you have code made your code in some other IDE, you're not using the course ID, okay? And then you're pasting it here, and maybe the code ID is using like a tab, or let's say even if I go here, let me go here. Yeah. So let's say I am writing something like if okay, I'm unable to write anything here down. Okay, but the thing is that like if you are copying it from somewhere, like maybe that ID has 2 spaces, but this is expecting 4 or something like that. So I would recommend that you write the code in this ID only here only. Okay, so you will not get indentation error in that case. I'm not sure about the time actually, how much time it will be allocated. PPT will be available after the session. Payment related issue, please mail to that discussion group. Okay, so if you have no more questions. Yeah, I'm not trying to copy paste actually, I'm trying to write, but it is not taking. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, I'll stop the session now. Thank you very much for joining.